Changes we had to share. Well, you think we made it all worthwhile, then you realize no one cares. But we're gonna get it right this time, 'cause we passed the point of no return. Kids learning, well, some holidays, innit? Little kids are everywhere. Oh, I don't know where to park now. Look at this, we've got a few vans in here today, man. Oh, I see it. Chap up there cutting some branches. Young chap there, youngish. 30s, 40s max. Between mid-30s, mid-40s. Anyway, let's get in here. And let's see what we can find out. I'm actually at the side of the farm office at the minute. The farm office is right next to Sir James's house itself. But yeah, let's see what we can find out. I'm going to turn the cameras off. Hang on. I always get that one mixed up. We're flipping it round. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute, chaps. Introduce yourself for the camera.
I'm the farmer who was here at the time that when Auf Wiedersehen pet came to do the filming of the scene. In fact, this is the kitchen where the woman says it's a bugger to heat. she's dead on there, she's right.
And it is. And she was she a quiet lady?
No, she was really nice. Yeah, very, very. She didn't say much, she just got on with her job, but very, very pleasant. As most of them were.
How did you get involved with Auf Wiedersehen Pets?
Well, a friend of mine who's a farmer who farmed right behind Beesthorpe Hall where most of that series was shot, and the producers were looking for a farm, and he suggested us, so they came and see me, and I was doing the house up at the time, so it just all fitted in.
Alright, when filming took place, what happened on the day?
Oh, it happened over 3 days really. First of all, the set designers came in and altered loads of stuff and painted tiles on this piece. They're not really tiles on the actual shot. They just painted them in. And
so they're not tiles on the...
Oh, no, right. They're not really. It's just paint. They did loads of stuff like that, and then 6 massive great lorries arrived, and that was sort of like 2 days before. And then they were just filming the one day.
Yeah, just the one day for the scene itself.
That's right, yeah.
And then that was it after
well, it's not exactly long.
Well, there are 2 parts, but yes. Question from myself. On the actual footage of the van driving up, we see the buildings on the left hand side. On the footage in the episode compared to today, there appears to be buildings missing.
Yeah.
What was actually there in the past that isn't now?
Well, it was the old crew yard of the old farm buildings, and they were falling down at the time, and we basically removed them. But eagle-eyed there, Tim.
Yes, yes. I say there's normally a count of 3 or 5, maybe even 6 buildings, but now there's about
the main one
4.
there, the Dovecot, which is the real feature building, is and obviously original. It's obviously still there.
Like the pigeon harvester.
That's
yes.
right.
What actors did you meet and what they're like in real life?
Well, quite a few of them came, even ones that weren't in the shot, in the scenes. Tim Small, really nice guy, very quiet. The people who were meant to be the owners of this house, who were only in for that particular episode, they were very nice. Kevin Wakely was a real gentleman, lovely fellow.
Yeah.
Who else? And then the one who I can't be so
Jimmy.
so positive about was Jimmy. Yeah, he obviously considered himself to be the star, and sad to report, he was not a nice guy. He didn't treat people very well at all. But you know, perhaps he was just getting used to the fact that he was the star of the show.
Yeah.
But he certainly didn't come across very nicely.
Coming across a bit more well known.
Well, I mean, I've actually heard similar stories before, and I can actually back it up.
Yes.
But you know, he was considered to be box office. So what do you do?
What about on the footage before? You mentioned Tim Healy. You meet Tim Healy?
Yeah, he was. Again, he wasn't in this scene at all.
Yeah.
But he came along to support the others, and he was again a really nice guy. And it was quite funny because he must have been very well cast, because just as he was supposed to be the leader in the programme itself, you could tell that they all respected him.
Looked up to him.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did. And maybe it was because he was a bit older at the time, but it was. You know, he came across as a really nice guy, and it's quite funny because I didn't have a television here because we were doing the house up, and the Ryder Cup was on at the time, and it was on in the bus, in their own bus that they brought, because they brought their own.
Like a minibus?
No, a big bus.
Oh, a bit like a tour bus?
Yeah, tour bus. Because they brought that, and they brought their own restaurant with them, which was really good. But as I say, the Ryder Cup was on with this television on, and Tim Healy said, "Oh, come in and watch it in here if you want." So I had an afternoon off work.
Ah, bloody hell. Well, remembering the story about the dishwasher. You remember the dishwasher in the same place, just down there?
Exactly in the same. I mean, we've done the kitchen up, and quite a lot of the way I've done the kitchen up, or my wife and I have done the kitchen up, is quite a lot to do. So there are elements of that show in it.
Yes,
but,
with regards to the dresser.
Yeah, because they'd actually shown us. When the set designers came, they put that, and I thought, oh God, that's a good idea.
I mentioned it on footage on the previous day I was here, but yeah, and this was, was this before you moved in that everything was blue, or was it just?
Yeah, it was all blue at the time.
Yeah.
It's, I've got rid of most of that.
It does look nice now, doesn't it? Yeah. Especially with the lights under the cupboards.
Well,
I think Sir James would be impressed, wouldn't he?
Oh. As I say, the fellow, he was a really nice guy. I've got some good photographs of him with my dog.
Yes.
Book, yeah.
Yeah, they'll appear on the end of the video.
Oh, right. Okay.
They will appear, but big thanks to Will for this. Will? He's let us come in the house, film around the property, take pictures, and here we are today.
No problem, Tim, as long as it's only you.
That's it. Okay. No problem. Well, cheers, Will. Gives a wave for the camera.
Okay.
And hopefully you see in the future.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers, Will. Here we are then, chaps. We have had a hell of a good chat with the owner. Must have lasted 25-30 minutes easy. Oh, damn nice chap. He's called Will. And oh yes, he's very open to saying yes, film the kitchen, where Netherlands Celestia had the old chat, Sir James, that with the scones in it. But outside of the arse, it's just, you know, chap's back off a holiday, as of Friday, you know, just gone. Motorhome on the drive. I said, I'll move the motorhome for you, mate, don't worry. You know, it's, you know, anything to oblige. Which I wish was the same with everyone, I really do. But even so, let me get out of the way here. I'll show you a couple of the edge surroundings. And basically, you know, welcome to Sir James's. We've got some interesting facts for you. Some very interesting facts for you. Okay, let me swizzle my screen around so I can see. Right, as we all know, this is now confirmed as Sir James's. It is the place. When you look at it now, you're thinking, yeah, what? I want them more buildings than that. Look different on the episode, blah blah blah. And yeah, it's gone through a couple of changes in the years. I mean, you look all the way round. There was a building on the right there, that was there in the filming, but you only just caught a glimpse of it as the camera panned. You keep going all the way here. Basically, there's the pillars, and that has got a gate on. You'll see it in a minute, I'll show you. Basically, that's the entrance to the driveway. And there you go, motorhome. So right, we'll get the house from another angle in a minute. But yeah, main features here. The window frame sticking out, you can't mistake it. The door's just here, we'll get it, I say, in another angle in a minute. But you know, it is the place. It's got the same roof on, nice, excuse me, nice place, damn nice place. I mean, at the minute, you know, it's optional for me to come back and refilm, but at the time he's having some drain work done, which is what the cones are here for, a bit of ground dug up. But even so, chaps, this is Sir James's, this is the one. And the camera, the first building you see on the camera on the left is actually this one here. That's the office, that's the farm office. There's Will's Land Rover there. I was talking to the office staff and he pulled up, he goes, oh look, he's here now. I was like, oh god, I was a bit worried. Just in case. What are you peasants doing on my property? And he's a hell of a chap, Will is. And I said to him, do you want to come on camera? He said, I can if you want. I was like, bloody hell, that's the first person that said they would. Swizzle my screen. Right, we've got a 4x4 coming at the minute, but let's knock it off for a second and we'll take you around the house. If you remember on the footage, you see Nev go side of the house, see the greenhouse in the background, that's the boy. Also a bit of a porch at the back there. This here is actually the kitchen window, where you'd look through there at filming, you'd see them eating the scones, etc. And Nev was talking to Celestia. And let me just swing it. As you look out the kitchen window, this is the, you see a building in the background. I'm pretty sure this must be the one. Well, it's the only thing there, isn't it? But this goes all the way down. That's basically the farm office. That's a little path that comes inside of the property, and there's your main gate. Yeah, starting again at your greenhouse. Never would have come down the side here into that basically sort of porch bit, and then there's a little door in there that leads to the kitchen. But this is you know, panning round side of the house and your main driveway. I mean, Will, the owner, like I say, is more than obliging, and you know, he's just moved his motorhome so we can get some footage. There's a lot of people that probably wouldn't do that. So when Will does watch this, thank you very much, Will. He's just, he's the most welcoming bloke, honestly. Yeah mate, get what you want, that's okay. And at the same time, there you go. At the same time he's saying, do you want to set up the kitchen like it was in the scene? I'm like, well no, it's alright, it's okay. I'd like to see the before and after shots. So, you know, no need to go to all that trouble. It says even at the time of filming, this place was being restored. And he did say, he says, you remember what the woman says, and it's a bugger to heat. I says, yeah. He says, she's bloody right as well. he can confirm it's a bugger to heat. And at the time, because it was being restored, there wasn't much in the house. And apparently when it came to the props for like the kitchen, because she opens the dishwasher, doesn't she? They didn't have any props. So Will's pots that were in there at that time, they were his pots in the scene. He says he's still got them somewhere in the kitchen there. And at the time, obviously with the kitchen being empty, when before the filming started, when Will was renovating it, there was nothing in the kitchen as such. And then on the episode, he says on the episode they actually put a dresser in the kitchen. And I seen it on the episode and I thought, that looks good that. So he's done the same now. He sort of copied the episode to make the kitchen, you know, look a bit better. See this wind getting up. But now I'm going to take it off the tripod and I'm going to put it on this little, I'm going to use what's called a motion cam. I'm going to take you, oh yes, depending on the motion cam, might put it on tripod anyway. We're going to have a walk into the kitchen. We rode that grubby thing's Henry. Yes, where Henry was, where Celestia was, where Sir James was. Obviously the phone ring. Here's Jessup. It's got a couple of chaps poaching. But let's cut it off, and I can't believe we're here doing this, I really can't. We'll cut him and we'll give you a bit of motion cam, it's called. Like meant to be like a floating cam. But yeah, I got a chap up here working. He's looking at me going, what's he talking? So yeah, we'll show you the kitchen. Alright chaps, this is what's called the motion cam, the mount for the camera here. So you got meant to have an effect of floating. You really have to set this up with the camera and get the weights right, etc. It's like a counterbalance mount for the camera. But even so, look at this. We don't want the camera technical rubbish. What we want is, you know what, I'm going to take you from the front door. There you go. Have a quick gander in there. There's the kitchen. I'm going to go from the front door the way Neville would have walked. There you go, there's your front gate. So basically drops off here. And he strolls around the side, doesn't he? Towards the greenhouse in the background. I have got the DVD with me here today in my car. I might check this, but I swear that greenhouse looked bigger. So I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. This is it. Goes this little porch, like conservatory area. I might have to ask Will to see if that was there at the time. I don't, because we never really saw that, did we? But here we are, chaps. Oh, look at this. There you go. So into like a main hallway of the house there. There you go. Many rooms leading off that. Will says, you know, you got sort of free range, but the kitchen is the one I want. I don't want to be going every single room. This is a private residence after all. But here we are. Now this in the background, like a I don't know, like a larder room or something, isn't it? All the bits and bobs in there. Here's the dresser that Will put in. He said he saw one, that they put one in on the episode, and that gave him the idea to put one in, so there it is. It's been there ever since. And yeah, this is it. This is where, you know, Neville and Sir James were. Where there's having, you know, the scones, where Henry was. That grubby little thing's Henry. You see what I mean with this camera, the illusion of floating it's meant to give. It's a little bit hard to control though, chaps, so I do apologise. But there you go, there's a building in the background. On the episode you don't really see it as clear as that. But yeah, here we are. Smashing house. There we go. It's full of dogs and things, dogs and babies, that was it. But look at this camera, bloody hell, drunk camera. There you go. And one thing we never see on the episode is the ceiling. Why? Because it's bloody high up, man. Look at that. Big window at the top. Fan kicking some air out there. Obviously when it's on. But yeah, that is your Sir James kitchen, basically, chaps. I mean, look at it. Remember, it was blue at the time. A nice sort of creamy magnolia now. Really nice. And yeah, that's where it all happened. Just basically trying to get a full swoop for you, just so you can see what it's like in real life. Big cooker up there, look, hot plate thing, and your oven, and the sink as you go out the window. So sink in the same place. Basically, this is your dishwasher, just here. That's him. He says obviously it isn't the same dishwasher, but it's in the same location. And that's it, one last walk around before we go back out. This is Sir James's kitchen, chaps. It's beautiful being here, it really is. It's really nice to be here. To say that, you know, that someone, this is their residence, said, yeah, go in mate, take the camera. I wish it was the same with Chatterley's. I wish it was the same with Denton. Seat as you go in again. Yeah, table's in the same place. Yeah, there you go. Can't you tell I'm not used to this mount? Yeah, there you go, chaps. So James's kitchen and house, basically. And then out to this bit. And back towards the garden. I mean, you look out here straight away, you know, at the farm buildings everywhere. It's surrounded by, you know, outbuildings. And there you go. Sir James's, man, Sir James. I'm going to try and get a nice shot of the front of the house for you. And then we're going to try and mimic the same shot as we saw the van driving up. Oh, hang on. What's this here, man? Forgot my tripod. See it protruding over there as he had a towel up. Yeah, not used to this mini motion cam mount, it's called. It's damn good, but you've got to learn to use it, if you know what I mean. There you go, chaps. There you go, motorhome back off holidays. There you go, your tower. There you go, here's the place itself. Beautiful place. Oh yes, corker. A little raised the roof above the main door. The window frame sticking out on the left hand side here. All just confirms it, and all just says, yeah, that's the boy. That's the boy. And obviously just in front of these two doors at the end where the crack is in the concrete, obviously that's where they pulled up and dropped him off. Let's see if we can get a shot of the road. We might have to ask Will to move his Land Rover, which I feel a bit nasty about. He's an accommodating chap though, I can tell you that. Very accommodating chap. See if we can try and mimic the same shot as we see in the episode. Let's swing round again. There you go, chaps. Sort of the view we see on the episode there. All the way round. Basically see it from the side, don't you? There we go, this is the side of the farm office. It just basically goes down another track here. There you go. There you go, yeah, so as they shot it, it'd have been this sort of angle. Maybe a little bit more out. I know you could see the windows and doors on the first farm office building here. Yeah. Beautiful place, that beautiful place. There you go. I'm not sure, might have to ask Will on this, but I think this, I don't know, may lead up towards a golf course. It must do. I remember looking on satellite images, it just goes on and on and on, it really does. Yeah, there's a shot where we see. Well, basically the, you know, the driveway they come up. And a really strange history with that tower. That was actually used as a pigeon harvester at one point. Yeah, then look at this tower. I mean, this is there in the filming, and old stories Will's told me. Basically birds used to be in out this all the time, pigeons, whatever, and see them on the top, even in the tiles up here, look. But, you know, the main sort of entrances, if you want to call it that, I suppose, they're probably these ones here. And yeah, birds have been in and out of it all the time, and in recent time, over the last year, he's had them blocked up. So they're actually blocked now for the old birdies. But again, you know, just another little bit of history. It was there at the time of filming, so we're going to get him in. Will's told me a few like really old age sort of stories about that tower, where when this own land was owned by the king, I forget which king to tell the truth, I should know this. He says people would come shoot the birds for the king because the birds were getting on his nerves. One chap got a reward of 5 or 6 birds, took him home to his family. He was the hero for that night. They all let a good lot of pigeon that night, mind. Here we go then, chaps. Here we are back again, just in one of the sides of where the cars park at the minute. My car's just down here, and yeah, it's been a hell of a time at Sir James's today. I mean, this has never been sort of come across by fans before, which is amazing because a lot of people in the local area, I mean, Will says, and the chap I spoke to before a few days ago, he said, oh, people know it, you know, they know Auf Wiedersehen was filmed here. And I've even seen the horse lady go by. The first number I ever phoned when I came up here was a lady on the horse riding site that's listed here, you know, as the address. And she said, oh yes, I think the owner's away at the minute, you'll have to phone the golf course, they've probably got a number for him. And, you know, cogs turned and turned, and you know, we got there in the end. I've met the owner, and you know, damn nice chap, Mr. Will, and you know, here we are. And how many people, you know, that own a place like this, and he's a busy chap because his phone's been ringing when I've been talking to him. How many people would have the patience to just say, oh, hang on a minute, mate, you know, or hang on a minute, you know, to myself, and just while he sorts whatever it is out, and then just say, yeah, film what you want. And you know, it doesn't happen with every location. Denton being one of them. Chatterley's being another. I mean, Chatterley's is the same. There's a private residence. It's not a farm, so you know it's not as open as a farm, is it? I mean, a farm you got all these vehicles touting about, and with the horse riding being here, you know, there's kids here and there on horses. But even so, this is still, you know, it's his private house. It's his residence. So I thank you very much, Will, when you do see this. Thank you very much for your hospitality, telling me all these odd stories. about the cast and that, Tim Healy, Jimmy Nail, Kevin Whately, and the fact that you know, at one point say Tim Healy was here in the bus or whatever they had to transport around, you know, listen to the golf, and he, come on, listen to the golf, man, come on. And just all these little stories. Jimmy was a bit funny with someone asking for autograph, you know, the F word came out, which I'm quite surprised, because you know, when you know all these people doing TV things, you know, they're in a popular series, you think they'd be alright with fans here and there, you know, just with the odd autograph. Like, I mean, this is middle of nowhere, there was just a few people around and an autograph was declined. I mean, if it was, you know, cameras everywhere, or the papers were up here trying to get a few shots, then you know, there's hundreds of gits, fair enough. You don't want to be badgered to death, do you? But another interesting thing told today, and this is by Will, by the crew members that told him, they said basically they come across Beesthorpe Hall before this place, and when they did come across this place, obviously they discovered it was being it's in a process of renovation, and they said to Will, look, if we'd have come across this place first, we'd have had this place, because there's less to spend here. Will says that he remembers them saying they had a big budget for Series 2, a lot more than they did with Series 1, which is why, you know, Series 2 there's a few stately homes involved, isn't there? You've got Beesthorpe, you've got Denton, you've basically got this place in use, and end of the day, you know, the money was there to spend, which is why when they came across Beesthorpe Hall, they spent all the money with the Victorian Tower, they made it look run down, etc, etc. But like Will says, the crew did say to him, look, if we'd have come across your place first, we'd have been on to you to have this as Thornley Manor. So there you go, chaps. I mean, as much as I'm over the moon to be here today filming Sir James's and talking to the camera now, you know, I'm studying the property, man. You know, it's amazing. And then to be told that, you know, this could have been the original Thornley Manor now, his house. Right, it's a bit smaller, of course it is, but it was in the right state, if you want to call it that, for them to film in. But you know, they'd come across Beesthorpe first, and we'll always love Beesthorpe for Thornley Manor, of course we will, all the fans will. But I'm just saying, things could have been different if they'd have seen this first, and you know, Beesthorpe may have ended up being Sir James's for all we can tell. But at the end of the day, it's another first. A first for Sir James's to ever be on a fan video, because we've only just found the bloody thing. And a first with some, you know, some new interesting facts just like that. I mean, he says he's met some of the crew, and David Neville, who plays Sir James, says, oh, very nice. He says, oh, I didn't talk to the woman much. It was Sarah Neville, I think. He says, oh, I didn't talk to her much. Nothing wrong, and just, you know. He spoke to David a bit more. He says Kevin Whately spoke to quite a bit. He says Kevin Whately's nothing but a gent. He says he's a right gent, Kevin Whately's. Says he's all good. He's got a couple of snaps in his picture album somewhere. He's going to dig them out. He's been looking while I've been walking around with Will before the cameras went on. He's been, oh, I'll find them, mate, I'll find them. I was like, don't worry about it. I says, when you come across them, just give me an email. I'm going to leave me details, get a phone number and that. Says, just let me know and I'll come up and get them and give them a scan, you know, whatever we have to do. But basically, we've got some goodies coming onto this location video. I mean, this location video is not going to contain a lot, because we're going to have a bit of the A610, probably a little bit more Collington, just to show you the archers. We're in chance of a cuppa, that scene. And Marjorie don't live here anymore. And yeah, of course, still, I've been waiting over a year now for Junction 25 Holiday Inn. We'll see if we can grab that one and give them a bit more of a nudge. And yes, I'm trying to think of the location. At the airport, but we need public liability for that, so we'll see what happens. Here we are then, chaps, look at this. Will's just come out, and he's been digging and digging, and look what he's found. You see that? Just look on my viewfinder. There you go. So I'll look at the next one. Some of the outbuildings around here somewhere. Some of the old central trucks. Get my finger out of the way, yeah. There's some cracking pictures in this one, mate. There you go, Jimmy getting out of the van. Oh yes, see if we can. Yeah, now all going well. I don't know if will let me take these and scan them, but we'll see if we can get them scanned. See if we can get them on the end of the video. I'm always talking to my viewfinder here, not the bloody lens. There you go. Oh, look at this puppy. These are brilliant, lad. Another one. See, you can see this farm officers. This one here. I mean, that's still here today. And see this here? He says it's like a shield that come down at the side of the building. Want a building like a shield. So on the like a front. So on the footage, when you're looking, you go, I'm sure there's another building in between them. It looks like there was, but there wasn't a full building. Just like a face, front face of it. There you go. Celestia, Sir James. He says that he did talk to Sarah Neville. He says you're just a bit quiet. I said, oh, fair enough. But he did talk to her. Like a minute ago I said that he didn't really speak to her, but he's just, you know, sort of updated me. This is out his, one of his, I think he said his dining room window, one of his front windows, as they're filming. And this is a question I had for Will myself, but he's just answered it, as to if there were many more trees on the drive either side, and there was. There's a few yew trees, and down here, camera-wise, there's a few willow trees as well. So a couple of trees have been removed. At the end of the day, man, you know, it is the place, and you know, you can never misrecognise the building, can you? You know it is the one. There you go. I'll see if we can get these scanned or something. I don't want to take them off, Will, but saying that, if he does let me take them, I will return them, by all means. But yeah, that one is just, you know, either just before or just after the scene, that looks like. Neville, his leather jacket and his jeans. That's a corker, man. Corker, absolutely brilliant. I just said to Will, did he want to come on camera? He said, oh, not yet, not yet. But yeah, he's a damn good chap, this bloke. We need more Wills, trust me. We need more Wills. But yeah, I don't know if you can see on that, you see. She got a little puppy there, look. There you go. I think that was Will's dog at the time. Little puppy. Oh dear me, this is definitely a day of firsts, this is. I mean, some old pictures unearthed, just like that, you see. And yeah, some new facts unearthed, and a new location unearthed. I'm going to see if I can get one last shot behind Will's Land Rover, see if we can get a similar shot to the one we first see the van pull up the drive. But for now, chaps, yeah, and these pictures, I'll see what I can source out of the pictures, but for now, I'll see you in a minute. We are closing out the video. As you've seen the distance on the old road cam as normal, good old road cam. There's Sir James's from a different view, the opposite way. But let's close off the video short and sweet. Thank you very much to Will and family. Been very welcoming during my time here. I must admit, on times before coming here, like the night before, I've been nervous because, you know, the first time I'd not met Will, and then the second time today. About 3 weeks later, or 3 weeks and a few days, don't matter. You know, because there's work being done. You got to understand this is a residential property and not an attraction. But as long as fans realise that, I'm happy. But yeah, it's been beautiful coming up here. It really has. It's been really, really good. I mean, to have an owner say, alright, free range sort of thing, film the house, get the kitchen, yeah, move cars out of the way for me to film the shot of my car coming up to, you know, oh, it's alright, we'll move the car, move the Land Rover, you know, oh, absolutely, you know, sort of lay the carpet down for you, so there you go, walk along. It's really nice. So thank you again very much for that, Bill. Mr. Lawton and family is very, very good. I'm getting nervous now. So we're going to, as I say, we're going to leave you with some footage just heading out of the property. And there are more locations to come. Sadly not too many now, we've almost got them all, apart from one last one, which has been confirmed as Nottingham. And that is 100% source that's told us that. I won't say who, but someone that was in the episodes, let me say that, which is Ali Fraser's house. That was Nottingham House, we've still got to find that. But one of them that's been one of the most mysterious to find, apart from Chatterley's, which was in No Sex Please with Bricky's episode, was another country episode. Obviously this one Sir James's, but now we've got it. It's all on this beautiful location video, hopefully after editing. So let's leave with the footage going out the property, and then we'll put the pictures up that Will kindly let us take home and scan. So yeah, here we go. Nice and slow out. Oh, doggies. Here we go then. Off out again. See you later, horsey. I don't know. It's always the worst part of the day when you got this bit. When you're leaving, you're like, oh. It's a big shame sort of thing. Like, oh, I don't want to go. I want to go. I want to spend some more time in some historic Auf Wiedersehen pet location. You know, whether it's Thornley Manor, Beesthorpe Hall, whether it's Sir James's here. Farm near Eakring. But you know, I always find myself just feeling gutted when it's time to go, really do. You're like, oh no, I don't want to go home. This cat's there, there's the missus there. We're missing out on the wind farm just this way. I'll say one thing, the weather's been behaving. Because days before this has been filmed, obviously it was there's a bit of a downpour in the UK, to say the least. The last few days been looking out the window to see what the weather's like. It's always been bloody wet. Watch your speed up. Oi, there goes my exhaust scraping. Bloody hell. Yeah, don't worry chaps, you've not got much more of this to endure. As soon as we get out the gates, we're going to fade off to credits. And you can see the pictures in the full glory, thanks to Will and family for them. I'm going to go head to the back of Thornley Manor, have a word with the chap that owns the farm there, see if he's got any pictures, trying to find some more pictures. Yeah, here we are. Red Hill Lane, which actually changes to Wellow Road as you get near Eakring. But for now, 3 o'clock, 12th of September 2013. This is the Rambling Like Mad Guide, Rambling Git. This is the Rambling Guide, Tim Wagstaff saying we'll see you soon. And as I've said many times, it could be the last video, but sadly, it could be this time. Unless, of course, we do come across Ali Fraser's and the owner's very welcoming, just like Will, says, right, come in, I'll let you get a few shots. But we'll see, won't we? But for now, I'll see you soon. Auf Wiedersehen. See you later.
Guess it started a while ago, just strangers thrown together, helpless heroes caught in a dream. Boy, we made such a crazy team. Out of luck, down on them, we saw each other through. Laughed it off, and man, we shared a few. Back with the boys again. Back with the boys again. Different reasons left us leaving, splitting up and going on solo, chasing circles and getting nowhere, longing for the way we were. One for all, and all for anyone, long as they played the game, sharing chances and taking